Okay. Today's topic, reflection of light at curved surfaces, class 10, physical science. We already learned reflection of light in spherical mirrors in class 7th and 8th. Today we just recall what we learned in class 7 and 8. Before going to that, we will see some basics of light. Start with what is light. Start with what is light. Light is a form of energy. Why? Because it gives the sensation of vision when light reaches our eye and we can see everything. That means light helps to visible everything. Without light we cannot see anything. That means we are in dark. Suppose if I'll off the lights like this, we are directly in darkness. Am I right or wrong? We are into the dark. Without light we cannot see anything. Am I right? Now it is the light we can see everything by the help of light. That's the reason light is a form of energy. Okay. Light is coming from sun. That is the pre-energy source of light. Light is coming from the source of light and directly reach me. But sometimes this is my light is coming from the sun and it reaches an object and comes back to our eye. That means light comes directly or indirectly. If light comes directly to the eye, we can show with the help of ray. This is also called ray of light. So, ray of light, if it is coming from the source of light, is directly to our eye, it is, we call it as parallel beam of light. What do you call? Parallel beam of light. By observing this demonstration, if light comes from the sun and reaches the object and bounces back and reaches the eye. Here we can see two situations. One is we can see the object directly. We can see the source of light directly, or we can see the object indirectly. That means sunlight coming from the sun and reaches the object and come back to us, and we can enable to, this is bench, this is table, or this is wall, this is something, whatever it may be. You can see in two ways. That's the reason light may be comes directly to our eye or reflected there. This is we are using reflecting. That means here this is my reflecting surface and rays coming from the source of light and bounce back from any object and reaches our eye, then you can enable to see. Am I right or not? That's the reason we are discussing about reflection of light in this class, that help to understand phenomena of light. So where it's come from? That is very important. It is coming from light is comes from bulb, sun and etc. etc. The sun or bulb, the sun or bulb are called the luminous body. The body which emits the light by own is called the luminous body. Here you are using one more term, what? Luminous body. Okay, sun is a luminous body. It gives a free source of light. Okay, light comes directly to our eye, that is called parallel beam of light, and light will be fall on other object and bounce back or reflected back to reach our eye to can see the object. Without light you cannot see any object. That's the reason light is a source of energy to see the objects or anything. We can see the beautiful world because of light. Okay. Anyhow, here light rays are divided into three categories. The first one is parallel beam of light. Sometimes light must be converged. This is called converging beam of light. Sometimes they will be diverged. Sometimes they may be diverged after reflection. These two cases we can study to understand the phenomena of light. See here, sometimes it converges, sometimes they diverges, because this is my curved surface. If it is following a plane surface, the parallel beam of light and bounce back with parallel. Sometimes it may be in the curved surfaces. This is curved outward. This is curved outward. This is called convex surface. Sometimes they may be like this. This is my reflecting surface. They converges at a point. We can observe this example. Light may be fall on parallel surface or plane surface. Sometimes curved surfaces. Again, two types of curved surfaces. This is convex surface. Curved surface is outwards. The surface is outwards. Sometimes the curved surface inwards. Inwards is called concave. Curved outward is called convex surfaces. Totally we have three surfaces. One is plane surface, one is convex surface, and other is concave surface. In plane surface, if a light fall on the plane surface, a parallel beam will be reflected back with going away in a parallel. When it is fall on a curved surface like convex, the light will be diverged. Suppose it is fall on concave mirror, the light will get converges. This is diverging beam, this is a converging beam. Let us see with the pictures. This is a parallel beam of light. It is coming from the sun. It is coming from the sun. Why we call a parallel beam when light coming from the source of light? This is very important concept. These are also called para-axial rays. When light is coming from the sun, that is very far distance from coming from the light. That's the reason the light rays are parallel. For example, we'll see small pictures to understand Why we call parallel beam of light? See this picture. This is one bulb sticked with these two pins. The candle is nearer to this one. The shadows of pins are in this direction. When candle nearer to the bulb, this is some bulb is stick with two pins. When light is nearer to the two pins, the shadows are diverging. If the candle away from the far away from these two pins, the shadows are coming like this. That means sunlight is very far distance from the earth. That's the reason the light coming from the sun is always a parallel beam of light. So when this is my parallel beam of light. This is coming from the sun, and this may be converge, this may be diverge. When it is diverge, when it is converge, this is very, very important. I will show you a small demonstration. This is my plane surface. These are parallel beam. This is exactly perpendicular to the plane surface. This is my reflecting surface. It is my reflecting surface. When light is coming from the source of light and fall on a plane surface, this is my normal beam. Keep in mind, this is my normal beam. It's bounced back, exactly back in the same direction. Same direction. I will show you. Suppose this is a plane surface. Light is coming to reflecting surface. This is my reflecting surface with 90 degrees, and it bounces back again in the same part. First it comes to like this, comes to like this, and comes to like this, and bounces back in the same part. If it is light ray is perpendicular to the reflecting surface, that means it's make exactly 90 degrees and go back with 90 degrees. This is the reflecting rays. The reflecting rays we can observe in so many ways. See here, this is my reflecting surface, and suppose these are my parallel beam of light. Suppose if it is fall in the curved surface, I told you clearly, curved inwards is called concave surface. See how light rays are converging like this. See, converging. See, am I right or wrong? This is converging beam of like this. They will converge. Suppose they will diverge. See here, this is my plane surface. Keep in mind, normals are same. When bend outwards like this, see, the light rays are diverging. That means the parallel beam of light is reflected back in three ways. One is going parallelly, sometimes they converge, sometimes they diverge, depends upon the surface. Am I clear or not? Now, I told you clearly we can see the light in two ways. We can see directly light, and sometimes we will see indirectly, that means the light fall in some other object and reflected back and see the object by the help of human eye. Human eye, only human eye can detect the light. And one more important point here I would like to explain. Suppose this is my book. We can see, only remove the book. If I face in front of me, we cannot see my head because the light ray comes to here and back. That's the reason these are called opaque bodies. Opaque bodies. Suppose if you take a glass like this, can we see the object? Yes. Why? Sometimes light transfer into the material. Those material called transparent material. For example, glass is the best example. Sometimes light reflected back. Sometimes light is traveling to the body. This is called refraction. This is called reflection. This is my glass. Then we can see the object if it is in the outside the glass. Am I right or not? So we can observe the light in three ways. One is directly, or the light reflected from the object, then we can see the object. So here bounce back is nothing but here reflection. So reflection of light is very important. Sorry. Suppose light is traveling in this direction and this is my reflecting surface and bounce back with some angle, that is called I. Angle of incident. We call it as angle of incident. And reflected back with some mark. Angular represent the angle of reflection. I is nothing but angle of incident. When you draw a normal to this one, exactly perpendicular, this is called here normal. You are using three different terms: incident, reflected, and normal. This is angle of incident is equal to angle of refraction. This we studied 8th class. When light ray fall on a plane surface, it's reflected back with the same angle at its normal. This is incident point. Okay, I will give the definition. Yeah. The first law of reflection tells us light ray travel. The light ray incident at an angle with the normal. This is, I told you clearly, this is my normal. This is my normal. See. This is my normal. This is my normal. This is my incident ray and it's reflected. This is the angle of incident and this is the angle of refraction. See, the first law tells us a right ray incident at an angle with the normal at a point, will get reflected with equal, get reflected, make equal angle with the normal. These normals are same in the curved surfaces or not? We will see with small amount. See, these are my normals. This is a plane surface. Suppose these are my normals. Suppose it bends outwards, the surface is called convex surface. See, the normals are not changing. The surface is curved outwards. Suppose if you bend inwards, are not changing the normals. When it is curved inwards, the light rays are convergent. If bend outwards, diverges. But normals are not changing. This depends upon the surface. They will be diverge, they will be converge. But normals are in the same position. This experiment tells us that. The reflection of light help us to study so many phenomena of light. Angle of incident and angle of reflection are equal at point of incident at its normal. That is very, very clear. Okay. Now we coming to pictures. Next, see this one. This is my plane mirror. This is my red color object. When you see the mirror, we can see the same image. Now going to the second one. See here, these two are concave mirrors. Doctors are using this one to see the teeth inside the mouth. Maybe these teeth are smaller, but we can see very large. The image is larger in concave mirror. See this one. My hand is very small. When you see in the concave mirror, very bigger. Sometimes very smaller. Even this one, the object is far away from this one, the image will be changed. Sometimes image may be captured by the help of screen. Sometimes we cannot. If image is captured by the screen, is called real image. If you are not able to catch the image in the screen, are the virtual images. Two types of images are formed in the concave mirrors. Now see the next slide. See this one. This is just now explained concave surface. If you take a spoon, see my image is inverted. Why the image is inverted? See in convex surface, this is bulged out. The image is very small compared to my hand. Why image is very small? These we can discuss with the help of reflection of light at curved surfaces. First we should know first law of reflection. First law of reflection tells us that the angle of incident at its normal at a point of incident is always equals to angle of reflection at the point of incident. The normal. Suppose this is 30 degrees and this is 30 degrees. This phenomena help us to study the image formation in convex and concave mirrors. So how we get mirrors? That is very, very important. See, this is a ball. See, this is my ball. When I cut a piece of portion from the ball is in a sphere shape. Let us assume it is a glass spherical sphere. Then a part of sphere is called spherical mirrors. If it is coated outward or inward, depends upon that you are telling convex and concave mirrors. See here, I would like to give a small example. I already explained now. This is a part of a spherical bar. This is a glass, hollow glass sphere. Hollow glass sphere. I cut the small piece from that. If I coated silver outward of the concave surface, it acts as a concave mirror. This is my reflecting surface. Suppose if I coated colored inward, this is silver coating, then it acts as a convex mirror. That means we have to define these two first. First we have to define these two and we will find the normals for this one to satisfy reflection of light. Okay. So we can see this is convex mirror. We see the object is very smaller compared to the car. Why the small image is formed in the concave mirror? These we can study with the help of reflection of light. With the normal, without normal, we are not able to say the angle of reflection is equal to angle of incident. Okay, the next one I would like to define. See the magnifying. This is also very important. Magnifying glass. You will see this one. Our eye is very larger compared to my eye because the phenomena of light. These we can study with the help of first law of reflection, which is help to understand everything. Next, so these are the images we already explained. The image formed by the bulged surface same as formed by the plane mirror? No, different. Reflection of light we discussed, and this one also explained. Sometimes parallel, sometimes converge, sometimes bulged out. The next one. So first we have to define concave mirror and convex mirror. The reflecting surface, this is my reflecting surface, curved inwards is called concave mirror. My reflecting surface curved outwards are called convex mirror. That's all. See, the reflecting surface of a spherical mirror, I told you, these curved mirrors are also called spherical mirrors because you are using is taken from a sphere. A part is taken from the sphere. That's the reason we called as spherical mirrors. So we seen some example convex and concave mirrors. The images are different from different surfaces. Sometimes bulged out, sometimes images inverted. Those things we can learn by the help of first law of reflection. In first law of reflection, you always keep in mind I need the normals. Otherwise, I cannot say anything about the images. I told you clearly the normals never be changed. If it is in the plane surface or if it is curved outwards or curved inwards.